President will now append his signature.
President Uhuru Kenyatta remains on the spot, with critics challenging the government's handling of security issues. The litany of terror attacks by suspected Al-Shabaab militants, the latest being in Mandera County 2 weeks ago that claimed 28 lives, prompting a section of the civil society and opposition lawmakers to pile pressure on the president to resign.
But at the end of the day, the buck stops with one man, the president. It's time he picked up the baton and led. It's time he goes beyond the hand and the head to the heart and the soul, beyond the hardware to the software of our fraying nation.
There is absolutely nothing wrong for the citizens to ask the head of state to resign.
The president, though acknowledging the security challenges that the government is faced with, insists Kenyans must play their role in securing the country instead of finger-pointing, a statement that seemed to trigger fury among some social media users and availed new ammunition for the opposition to hit out at the government.
Even as we strengthen our security, even as we see where the weaknesses are, even as we address those weaknesses, we must recognize that as a nation we will never be 100% safe until we assume responsibility for our own security.
Court leaders who attended a fundraiser at AIC Embakasi claiming that the government had failed to protect Kenyans and their properties.
And our brother, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, must be reminded that the responsibility to secure this country is not shared between the ordinary citizens and him. No. That is why he is the only Kenyan today who carries the title Commander-in-Chief.
But the Jubilee coalition's lawmakers who spoke at St. Polycarp Anglican Church in Pangani here in Nairobi insist that terrorism was a global challenge that should be tackled in a bipartisan manner.
Ni lazima tuumpe rais wetu heshima. Wale watu wanaenda mazishi, siasa yao ni Uhuru Kenyatta. Hakuna kura watapata kwa matusi, ama kuna kura itapatikana kwa matusi.
The president tried, when the minister in charge of security, they found grenades and guns in a mosque. Si walifunga. Hata wangekuta hiyo kwa kanisa kama hii, si wangefunga. It's nothing to do with that religion. Lakini viongozi wengine, other leaders, especially from opposition, they fight that. They tell people a lot of, unfortunately, lies which are not true.
Sasa ni wakati wa Uhuru Kenyatta, si ndio? Na tungetaka wagojee, hiyo miaka imebaki ni miaka 4, karibu miaka 3.5. Na sisi tunawagojea huko na tunawatuanga tena, si ndio?
The coalition's leadership in parliament faulting the opposition for allegedly using the country's security challenges to score political points.
There are some of our friends who are giving us advice on good governance. We want to request our friends to use those good ideas they have about good governance to bring order and good governance in their own political party, which is crumbling.
They can play politics in their funerals. They can play politics with their political parties. But on a matter of national security, they cannot take it to funerals.
Francis Gashuri, Sunday Live.